Welcome to In the Spotlight with Lauren Bartow.
Hello and welcome to In the Spotlight. Today I'm your host, Lauren Bartow, and we have with us a very special guest. Her name is Liz Wells, and Liz is currently a senior here at Benedictine University, and she serves as the editor-in-chief for The Candor, which is this university's student newspaper. She's been working on the newspaper since 2013, with this year marking her first year as being the editor-in-chief. So welcome, Liz. Tell me just a little bit about why you decided to come to Benedictine.
I originally decided to come here because my sister went here, and I did get experience visiting her on campus, and I just liked it, so I applied.
Okay. So what sorts of classes have you been taking?
A lot of psychology classes since I'm a psych major.
Okay. Why did you decide to become a psych major? What was the draw to that?
I want to become a clinical psychologist for kids. Right now I work with kids with autism, and that's something that I want to continue on with. So I became a psychology major so I could become a clinical psychologist.
Okay. Are you involved with anything outside of your academics, such as extracurriculars or any clubs that you're in?
I am also part of the Psych Soc Club, which is the psychology and sociology club on campus, and then also part of Psi-Chi, which is the International Honor Society for Psychology.
Okay, and what do those clubs do?
Basically, we do different psychology-related events. Psi-Chi is actually an international club, so there's a bunch of different clubs around the globe, and they submit papers, and then you get a newsletter each month. And
okay, are you in any leadership roles in any of those clubs at all, or?
Yes, I am the vice president of the Psych Soc Club.
Okay, that's really interesting. So along with these activities, how do you plan on utilizing your skills after graduation?
I plan on going to a PsyD program, which is a psychology doctorate program for obviously psychology, and I believe these leadership positions really have helped me work with different types of people and basically understand and to work with. And
okay, that's really interesting. So how long have you been a part of these clubs? Is this your first year, or have you been in them since you started at Benedictine?
I really didn't start getting involved with anything on campus until pretty much my junior year. The psychology sociology club didn't actually reboot itself until my junior year.
Okay.
And that's when I decided to get on the newspaper, and that's when I applied to be in Psi-Chi.
Okay. So I know that you've been involved in the Candor since 2013. So what do you enjoy writing then for the school and reporting about what's going on throughout the university?
I do. I actually first started on the newspaper doing layout, and then I became the layout and design editor, and that's what I actually really like doing. Mm-hmm. Reporting's fun, but I actually kind of like putting together the paper.
Okay, that's really interesting, because I know since you're a psych major, that then you weren't taking those layout classes and everything, so it's kind of interesting that you got involved in that. Mm-hmm. So that's actually all we have time for right now. When we come back after our break from news and sports, we will talk with Liz about her involvement with the Candor and kind of how her involvements got in there.
Welcome to Ben News for the month of April. I'm Adam Sanchez.
And I'm Rebecca Watson. Here are your top stories. Republican Congressman Peter Roskam spoke to Benedictine University students last Thursday on how they can be more active in the political process on a local, state, and national level. This was Peter Roskam's second speech at Benedictine in nearly 2 years, where he last hosted a forum on human trafficking. The event was hosted by Benedictine University UNICEF Club.
For the very first time, Benedictine hosted the Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference Dance Competition on Sunday, April 3rd. The Lady Eagles placed first in the hip-hop division, competing against schools such as MSOE, Concordia, Wisconsin, Wisconsin Lutheran, and Dominican University. Benedictine's very own Lauren Torgerson, Jade Beadle, and Rebecca Watson were all named Conference All-Stars in the solo division. Senior dance team member Caitlin Lishka and third-place soloist Torgerson both spoke with Eye of the Eagles' Rebecca Watson about the team's big win and the accomplishments over the past season.
Rebecca Watson here again with senior dance member Caitlin Lishka. Caitlin, congratulations on the first place win. How do you think the competition went for you?
Thank you. Yeah, I think it went great. I think we all worked really hard, and it definitely paid off.
Good. So can you tell us a little bit about some of your responsibilities in terms of choreographing and stuff like that?
So yeah, I do a lot of the choreographing. I mix music. I teach the choreograph to the girls, and yeah.
So the dance team is definitely going to miss you next year. But what is your favorite dance memory over all 4 years?
Oh man, I think just honestly all the laughs that I've had and the lifetime friends that I've made.
Good. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me today. Today I'm here with Lauren Torgerson, who is a sophomore on the dance team, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about our big win. So Lauren, how does it feel to win first place?
It was awesome. Honestly, it was a really fun experience, and we worked really hard, so it was definitely worth all the hard work.
Good. And so you did a solo, correct? Yes. And you won third place. Can you tell us what song you did and how it felt to compete in a solo competition?
It was called Revolution. It was kind of like a hip-hop routine, but it was like a cool take on it. I wore a mask. It was an awesome experience. I actually put together the routine in like a week, but it was awesome. It was great to win at least third, so yep.
Good. So this is your second year on the dance team. If you are to do it next year, what are some of your goals?
Definitely to work on technique. I think the team could be stronger if we just practiced and put in the time to learn technique and timing and stuff like that. We just need to bond more as a team, honestly. Be more connected with each other.
Do you think you guys will ever do more competitions in the future?
Oh, definitely. We enjoy it, and if we do another one, it'll just be even better than last year. So, yeah.
All right. Well, good luck for next year's season. Thank you for joining us today. I am Rebecca Watson for Eye of the Eagle News. On April 14th, Benedictine University hosted its annual Spring Poetry Slam at Colben. Poets, singers, and musicians from all different majors gathered inside the Colben for the open mic portion of the event, while the serious poets and veterans were focused on the Poetry Slam competition and the grand prize gift card. The contestants recited their best work while their supporters in the audience snapped and clapped in excitement. After 2 elimination rounds, the Poetry Slam champion was announced. Desmond Washington was awarded first place this year.
Graphic design assistant professor and artist Harry Hahn exhibited her book art in the art gallery on Thursday, April 7th on the 5th floor of Kinlan Hall in the Komachek Art Gallery. Ms. Hahn has been the featured artist in the gallery from March 7th until April 7th, exhibiting many art pieces that included several examples of book art and mixed media.
On Saturday, April 9th, Benedictine University's Helping Hands, Helping Hearts Club hosted their first annual St. Baldrick's Day event in the Dan and Ada Rice Center. Students and faculty volunteered to get their heads shaved, help with the event, or help raise money. Over $2,000 was raised to help fund research for childhood cancer. For those in attendance, food, games, and a silent auction were available. Eye of the Eagles' Adam Sanchez talked with Joan Hennahan, who is the Director of Student Engagement and Leadership Development, about the event.
Hello, my name is Adam Sanchez, reporting for Ben News. I am here with Joan Hennahan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Okay, so why do you do St. Baldrick's?
We did St. Baldrick's because we wanted to raise awareness to childhood cancer. Right now, the U.S. only provides 4% of its federal funding to support childhood cancer, and we feel like that's just not enough for research, so we wanted to make a difference.
That's great. How much money did you guys raise so far?
We raised over $2,000.
Wow, that's awesome. How long has Benedictine hosted St. Baldrick's?
This is the first one that's been hosted by the Helping Hands, Healing Hearts Club. There was one 2 years ago or 3 years ago hosted by the AMSA Club, but it was a 1 year, but we hope to make this an annual event.
Okay. How many people have gotten their head shaved today?
8, including faculty, staff, and some community members.
Oh, wow, that's great. Well, thank you. My name is Adam Sanchez, reporting live for Ben News.
On April 23rd, Eye of the Eagle attended the Black Student Union Ethical Unveiling Fashion Show. There was an explosion of self-expression as a crowd watched students strut their stuff on the runway. The fashion show also included 3 musical numbers during a brief intermission. The event started at 7 p.m. and continued well into the night, allowing everyone the opportunity to express themselves in a forgiving environment. Jeremy Voida was able to get an interview with Kishara Ferguson, who was excited to share what details she knew about the event.
Hello, fellow members of the Benedictine community. My name is Jeremy Void, and today Eye of the Eagle is bringing you coverage on the BSU Ethical Fashion Show. I'm here with Kishara Ferguson, and she's going to answer some of our questions. Kishara, was this the first year this event was run here at Benedictine?
No, this is actually our 4th fashion show that we've had here at Benedictine University.
And how is this one compared to the other years?
This one's different because this was our very first show inside of the Goodwin Business Building, and it's very exciting because not many people have got to perform right here in these hallways, so we're the very first.
That's cool. And what was the purpose of running the show today?
The purpose of running this show was for us to show our true colors and who we are and what makes us unique, what makes us powerful, and what makes us so strong. So we wanted to show that through fashion today, and I think we did a pretty good job.
And what student group orchestrates this event here on campus?
Black Student Union puts this together every year.
All right, thank you. That's all the time we have for today. Back to you in the studio.
The Benedictine baseball team split a doubleheader against Edgewood College. The split makes the Eagles 3-3 in conference and 8-8 overall on the season. Freshman pitcher Frank Greco got his 4th win as he pitched 5 innings, and Chris Nesbitt earned his 2nd save on the season. The Eagles lost the second game 3-2. The team will travel to Fond du Lac next to play Marian University. The Eagles, Nick Johnson, spoke with assistant coach Quinn Heiner to discuss the win.
The Eagles, Nick Johnson here with assistant coach Quinn Heiner. Quinn, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thanks. Well, I just really wanted to ask you, how do you feel about the team splitting another doubleheader where we feel like we should have won the game?
Yeah, it's tough splitting with teams that you should beat and feeling that we should be at the top of the conference right now, but we'll move on.
Do you feel like the team is going to turn around anytime soon?
I mean, I know we're not playing to the best of our ability right now, so we'll turn it on whenever.
Well, thanks for your time, Q.
Thank you.
On Monday, April 11th, both the baseball and softball teams picked up wins on their home field. The softball team swept a doubleheader against Rockford, pushing the record to 17-7. The baseball team split a doubleheader against Edgewood, moving their record to 8-8. Alvin Taylor spoke with outfielder Nick Johnson of the baseball team to discuss the Eagles' season thus far.
I'm here with outfielder Nick Johnson. Nick, how you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
So you guys started off the season 10-8 right now currently, halfway through the season. Season's underway. What can we expect from you guys going forward?
I think you're going to expect a lot more wins coming. We got a lot of veteran leadership on the mound with Chris Nesbitt, and we got some good players in the field like Justin Montalvo and Tanner Kaiser and Eric Callahan. We got some solid players. I think you're going to expect a lot more W's this coming way.
So you got North Park tonight. How's that going to come out?
I think we have a good chance to come out with a W. We got somebody on the mound, Cam Ackerman today. He's going to come out, throw strikes, and we're going to give him some runs for support.
You say more wins, but you guys already have 10 wins. That's a solid start to the season. What do you contribute to your guys' success so far?
We have a great leader in our head coach, Adam Smith. I mean, this guy comes in every day ready to work, and he instills us an aggressive approach at the plate and a solid defensive mindset. So with him at the helm, there's no telling how far this team and this program can go.
All right, last question here. I'm going to get you out on something a little different. Last night we were able to watch Kobe Bryant leave the game of basketball with a 60-point performance. What do you say about that?
It's the last chapter of my childhood. I mean, we came in with this guy. Everyone talked about Jordan, but he really was our generation's Jordan. This guy came in every day with the mindset he's going to kill every opponent he had, and to see him go with that 60-point game is just another chapter in his life.
Amazing game. All right, thanks, Nick. For Eye of the Eagle, I'm Alvin Taylor. Thank you.
That's been news for April. I'm Adam Sanchez.
And I'm Rebecca Watson. On behalf of the class of 2016, we would like to thank you for tuning in to this year's news of Eye of the Eagle. For the last time, I'm Rebecca Watson.
Do you study for finals?
Oh, of course. Put a lot of hours in the library studying for finals, so definitely.
What study techniques usually work for you?
I like to rewrite the whole chapter and just go over it. It normally gets the job done, so.
You got any plans for the summer after finals?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to just be out on the boat, enjoying the summer life, so that's my plans.
Yes, I do.
How do you study for finals?
I make PowerPoints or Word documents with all of the material that we cover, and I just study that.
Most part I go on the second floor of Kinlan. I kind of like that group environment, so we usually do group studying, got friends in a lot of classes.
Very good. And so do you have any plans for after finals?
I'm actually going to Orlando for a week after finals, so get a little stress out of the way.
Yeah, a little bit. Just I look through some things, whatever,
Yeah, how do you study usually?
I just kind of put on some music, just grind it out, go over all my study guides, just kind of go over old problems and stuff, just depending on the subject.
I go to the library and just make note cards and just read my textbooks.
Sounds good. And what are your plans for after finals?
Relaxing and resting, of course.
I actually don't typically study for finals because I know the material when we go over it in class the first or second time.
Do you have any plans for summer?
I'm actually going to Florida for the majority of the summer.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I definitely study for them.
How do you study for finals?
I guess I'll go like maybe an hour or so at a time and then like take a break every hour or so just to make sure I'm like rested and I don't get too crammed and stuff, keep my mind kind of clear.
I study like 2 hours before the test.
No.
Neither do I.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with Lauren Bartow.
Welcome back to In the Spotlight with me as your host and our very special guest today, Liz. Before our break, actually, we were talking with Liz about her involvement with Benedictine as a student. Now that we're back, we will find out about Liz's position working on the Candor and what she does with the student newspaper. So Liz, how did you become involved with the Candor?
I originally became involved, my friend Sarah actually was the last editor-in-chief, and she kind of encouraged me to join. And I was kind of hesitant at first, but I'm really glad I did get involved because it's actually one of my favorite things to do on campus.
Okay. Can you explain kind of what the Candor does for the newspaper?
We have publications every week, so basically we have an issue week where we have the print copy, and then we have an online week. So every week we do have articles going out, but it just depends on which medium we use.
So I understand that this is your first year being the editor-in-chief. Can you explain the responsibilities you have doing this position?
I have quite a bit of responsibilities. I didn't realize how much responsibility I actually was going to have when I first took it on, but I basically make sure everything gets in and that the editors, turn in their articles. And right now I took over a news editor as well, which is another load added onto me, but
So what are the other positions that are available or that the Candor does for the people, like the editors? What are their responsibilities?
Well, we have me, which is the editor-in-chief, and then we have a news editor typically. Right now we don't, but we typically have a news editor. We have a sports and health editor. We have a scene editor and a perspectives editor. And then we also have a web editor, a layout editor, and then a photo editor.
Okay. So you had said that you do these issues weekly. So when are your deadlines typically? How do those run about?
It depends on the week. For print week, we're more restricted and we have to get the articles in a little sooner, but for web week, we can run all the way to Monday. But typically for the articles, we do like to have them in by the weekend.
Okay.
That way we have time to put them into layout.
Okay. So between the print and web, do they run the same articles, or what is the difference between those?
The difference basically is just the paper copy. We do have more articles when it comes to print, but each article that we have in print also goes on the web as well.
Okay. And then how do you get those stories that you write about in each of the publications?
For news, we typically cover stuff that are happening on campus. Sometimes if something big happens around the Lyle area, we'll cover that too. For sports, it's typically the same. So if a sporting event happens, then we'll cover that. But for stuff like scene and perspective, it's just stuff that's happening around the world. Perspective, they kind of put their opinion into it, but for scene, it's kind of like a relaxed feel compared to perspective.
And then with this year being your last year at Benedictine, how has becoming involved with the organizations and the Candor benefited you throughout your time here?
I definitely learned how to time manage a lot being on the Candor, and I made a lot of great friends that I'm probably going to have for the rest of my life. So
that's really good. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Liz. That's actually all we have time for right now. I appreciate you coming in and talking to me about your involvements at Benedictine. Thank you for watching In the Spotlight with me as your host. Tune in next time.
Let's go. We gone. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone. What it feel like? College, Chance the Rapper, acid rap dropping. Everybody partying and underage drinking. Turning on a Monday cause it felt like the weekend. Everybody know you cause the school's so small. Some people took it to their head and they thought they was on. Oh well, people flop, man, I seen it before. Trying to write a 10-page of the night before. We got much freedom so we do as we please. We don't really got a plan, we just want a degree. Gotta make mom and dad proud by all means. But they don't understand that we got big dreams. Drinking with the team, then lay up with the girlfriend, break it all down, then put it in a whiteout. Graduation came, put an end to those days. Now we all gotta go on way. Time to go and get paid. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone. We about to take off now. Got the city in my face right now. I do it all for my town. We gon' hit Cali for the weather. And better, we gon' get the band back together. We gone.
Yo, this is why you need to like have your stuff prepared. You're trying to shoot a video off the phone, it's not loaded. Somebody call the cameraman, get him on the phone.